I'm Rob, I'm 33, originally from Gateshead, live in Newcastle. Got into circuit band about a couple of years ago and basically kids' toys, take my bits, look at the circuit board, find a horrible sound, work from there. I've sort of taken that and I do live performance as Platemaker, which is linked into me working. I'm a chef by day, sort of play drums by night in various bands around town. Platemaker sort of came from Shy Burns Electronics. Got like heavily into the circuit bending scene, sat in my room all day making things out of, well, if I can get my hands on really anything with batteries and a speaker. To start from there, get some crazy sounds, expand upon that. And Shy Burns is sort of, only recently I've been taking on commissions from people. And some things, kids in America, kids in the Netherlands and like Denmark as well for some reason. Seem to go mental for this thing. And it's really nice feeling, you know, people are taking an interest in what you're doing. It might be outside their arts to a certain degree, but people are taking interest, prepared to actually pay money for what it is that you're doing. It's the first time I've ever made money out of the music scene in about 20 years of doing it, you know. Like originally I was using sort of effects pedals, sequencers, things like that, so my flat got robbed. Lost about 600 quid's worth of gear, couldn't afford to replace it, so I looked into alternative methods of making horrible sounding things, you know. I don't like using laptops live, I think it's like a bit boring, a bit stale, like as an audience to watch a performer play. I like hands-on sort of. And I found the kids' toys with flashing lights and that like a good alternative to saving up for another year and not being able to do anything live. I'll go through charity shops during the week, see what I can get cheap. The more ridiculous and like definitely the more old, the better. This new circuit seems to be tiny and you can't get a great deal from it. Get a kid's toy, you take it to bits. Don't know if you want to look like a guitar and look like a guitar. What I like about it is you can repurpose things into like new designs and new boxes, etc., new housing. Take it apart and you're just touching like sort of different points on a circuit board, and with your fingers you can get jump leads and do it in that respect. Find a new sound, you patch that in and then work from there, build upon that. You could take something like a kid's toy guitar and make it sound like a tank by the end of the day, which if you're going out and like trying to find the equivalent of that in a shop, you're going to end up paying about 400 quid in effect. This like done for £6, you know, pocket money change, it's great. Newcastle's always had like a rich noise scene. It's always been quite underground in that respect, like Soviet France, bands like Jazzfinger. Like saw those guys when I was 15, never seen or heard anything like them, just blew my mind. Two guys with like walkie-talkie antennas together on stage, making all this feedback. And, don't know, at that sort of age, and then like getting into just the bands like Sun Ra and like the Residents and things like that, just total new musical scope. And then, like I say, Transylvanian Sex Pest, there's kids like Church Burner. Loads of stuff's going on in Newcastle at the minute. A lad called James Watts does like a million sort of different projects, and we've done a few splits with that lad, a couple of collaborations and things. There's this local band called Playground, they're like totally ridiculously technical death metal. Those guys asked us to like come and perform on the album, which was like sit down, record over the top of their thing, and then they like mixed in the recordings, so it was great like having that sort of encouragement. And once again, go back to Newcastle, everybody knows each other, it's quite incestuous to a certain degree, but it's a very nice place to be at the same time, you know. As a Platemaker, I think I've done about 2 splits now and like 1 full EP. I've got a new album coming out when I sort of get around to get it printed up, etc. Did something with lads in America called Natty Gray, and he does something called Cult Love Soundtracks. And we've been like sort of recording together, we've done a few remixes of each of us tracks, just bouncing about on soundtrack and things. And it's all sort of new to me, being a drummer by trade, so I find that side of things quite interesting. Very much improv. I might run through something and get like a brief idea of what the circuitry is going to do on the night. Have a mess around with pedals, see what they'll sound like in a chain, but on the whole I turn up, plug in the things, make a noise, see how it goes, take it from there. There wasn't really much thought put behind it, I guess. Things on Facebook, it's Pishing Your Wheat-Free Bread Sock. ShyBensElectronics.com. Anybody wants to get in touch or chat about something, look for a commission, like feel free to, you know. Always happy to work with people.